I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm sorry, I can't. No, I can do this. I can do this. The difference between those two statements is one letter. One single letter that can determine whether I fail or whether I succeed. The words that we say matter. When we speak, we are self-prophesying, and those words become our truth, so we have to choose them carefully. Dr. Masaru Emoto, a Japanese scientist, decided to test this theory on water. He froze 2 vials of pure water, placed them into 2 separate rooms, and in one room he said positive words like love and peace. He played classical music, and he projected inspirational images. In the other room, he played heavy metal music, projected negative images, and spoke words like hate and fear. When pure water is frozen, the expected result is beautiful lace-like crystals that form in the ice. However, when the vials were pulled from their respective rooms and examined, it was evident that one of the vials was no longer pure water. In fact, the vial that was in the negative room had formed gray and misshapen clumps, as you can see on the board. The top row is the vials that were in the positive room that formed beautiful snowflake-like crystals, and the negative ones formed very apparent clumps. They're very obviously different. So he then went on to hypothesize that if water and vials can have this big of a difference just based on the words and the things that are it's exposed to, imagine what is happening with the 60% of water that's in our bodies when we expose ourselves to negative or positive things. This concept has also been applied to therapy. There's a new therapy called talk therapy that therapists around the globe are using to treat their patients with depression or bipolar disorder or anxiety or other mental illnesses. And what they do, one therapist, before he even starts talking to his patients about what they're going through, he sits them down and he says, "Do you know anybody who's ever survived this disease?" And the answer is always yes. He then challenges them every time they get a bad thought, every time that they are feeling whatever feelings are causing them to have this mental illness, to tell themselves, "I'm going to be one of the ones. I'm going to be one of the ones who beat this." Not only did all of his patients overcome their mental illnesses, but they made full recoveries and have so far lived normal, successful lives. So, taking this into consideration, how do we apply this into our daily lives? Instead of saying things like, "Ugh, I'm so fat," no, replace it. Replace it with a positive affirmation. "No, I'm so fat." "No, I love my body and I'm going to make better health choices." Instead of giving those negative thoughts root, replacing those with a positive thought not only helps our self-esteem, but gives us an opportunity to create a positive change in our life, just like this Olympic medalist. It's the big day, the day that she's been waiting for. She's dreamed about this her whole life. It's her trial run to make it onto the U.S. Olympic ski team. She goes up to her trainer, she's nervous, her family's there, the media's there, this is it. She goes up to her trainer and she's like, "I'm nervous. I don't know if today's my day." And he says, "Okay, you're right." She kind of takes a step back and she's like, "No, I came to you for a pep talk, like, you're my trainer." He's like, "No, if you've already decided that for yourself, then there's nothing that I can do to change that." She's like, "Yeah, you're right." And she gets on the ski lift, she's going up, she's nervous. She keeps getting this thought, "Today's not my day." And she keeps saying, "No, today's my day. I'm gonna do it today." She's riding up the ski lift, she's getting in the box, she gets this thought one last time and she turns to the mountain and throws up her hands and says, "Today's my day. I'm going to do it today." Not only did she break her personal record, but she qualified for the U.S. Olympic team and was the #1 skier from the U.S. that year. To wrap up, the words that we say matter. I think that we've all felt this in one form or another in our lives. When we think positive things happen. Now, I'm not saying that every trial we come across can be changed by a simple rephrase or positive affirmation. But I can testify that by having a positive attitude, by looking at the positive things, and by saying positive things to ourselves and to other people, we can find more joy in our lives and be more uplifted and be better equipped to handle those negative things that when they come at us. I challenge all of you to choose positive words to describe things that happen to you and things that you're feeling, and really think about things the next time you're about to say something. Your words become your world, so choose one, create one that you want to live in. Thank you.